So we're going to interview first Mrs. Essie Lee Johnson Beck, age 85. And Mrs. Beck, I want you to just talk to Kevin, talk to me, just tell us what it was like to live in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921 when an elevated incident, a seemingly insignificant incident, could lead to a riot that eventually would claim over 300 deaths. Our commission can do that. Right now, we can document at least 300 deaths. It could demolish 35 blocks, a 35-block area from Archer to Pine, destroying millions of dollars worth of property. This was an area so elite, it was called the Black Wall Street. Booker T. Washington called it that. What was it like living in Tulsa, Oklahoma at that time? And tell us especially what happened the day of that riot.
Well, being a little girl, it was, I was frightened. I was scared. And we had to get out of the way. And there were airplanes flying in the sky that seemed to have been dropping something down to the houses and setting them on fire. And of course, we had to run to try to stay out of their way. And because we didn't want to get burned. And so we just kept running. And we were trying to get to an area where the Golden Gate Park was and go out there and hide. And we finally made it out there. My mother and about 2 or 3 of my sisters and brothers were ducking and dodging and running to get to the Golden Gate Park. That's what the park was called at that time. And we finally made it out there. And when the planes would fly over, we would see them dropping something to the rooftops of the different houses and setting them on fire. And of course, we were crying and running and doing things like that. And we finally got out of their way and found somewhere to hide. We didn't get out of our house until early the next morning. And they would tell us to stay away from the windows because they were shooting in the windows and things like that. Mm-hmm. And we would run and try to survive. We saw the 1 or 2 planes flying over and looked like they would drop something from the plane to the roof of a house. Mm-hmm. And we saw the houses that were burning. There was smoke and things like that. And I didn't see any shooting or anything like that. But I did see houses burning. And we saw them trying to set one of the churches on fire, and it wouldn't burn. I don't remember what church it was. But we survived and seemed like we spent our first night in a schoolroom, one of the schools. Mm-hmm. And the family, my mother and I, and my sister and brother. But my father was out on the streets helping them to rescue the rest of us.
Oh. How would you feel about reparations? Do you think somebody ought to pay for?
I sure do. I think we should be. And I had thought that they were going to give us money to start out all over again. But if they gave any, I didn't hear about it.
I understand they did put up some tents where...
Yes.
Did you all stay in a tent?
We lived in a tent.
Oh, what was that like, living in a tent during the winter?
It was something else. But that's all we had to depend on, so we lived in it.
Did you have a floor in your tent? Some people said their daddies said, you're not going to be on this dirt.
Well, we had dirt. We lived on the ground.
Okay.
And the tent was above,
Mm-hmm.
And we made it.
We made it.
We made it.